Well, here we are. I am over 24 hours in, 24 hours and about 20 minutes at this point. I did a weigh-in this morning, which would have been just shy of 22 hours, and no longer 214.2, weighed in at 210. Now, I know that is not 4.2 pounds of body fat burned. That's impossible to do in one day. But, it's the food that I had eaten yesterday morning, digesting and getting out of my system. But there was definitely a lot of fat burn. I'm feeling alright. Little rough time sleeping, sort of back and forth. But this is just going to be just an update to let you know. My wife and I were talking about how I'm going to plan my eating, because doing the math between now and February 4th, if I ate a meal every 7 days, that is 4 meals between now and the 4th of February. However I feel next Thursday, which would be the first week, the 7-day mark, if I'm feeling good, yeah, I might push it a little bit further. And it's only because I've adapted my body into fasting and I'm able to do it, and I know that the hunger usually goes away for me around day 6. I do teach and train next week on both Tuesday and Thursday, which is day 5 and day 7. Thursday, we'll see how I feel. If I need to, I'll be eating on Thursday. But if I can push through and I can teach and train on Thursday, then I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to try to push through a few more days. I'm not going to do a ketone test until tomorrow. I want to get 48 hours in, and then I'll do a ketone test. I ordered new strips because the strips I have are pretty old. My blood pressure was high because of the excess weight, so I'll be doing a blood pressure check later today, and if I see a huge result, I'll post that in tomorrow's video, or I'll do a blood pressure test right before tomorrow's video, sort of give you a comparison of what my blood pressure looks like already in the fasted state. My wife and I, we have a newborn baby. He was born back in September, so he's going to be 4 months old this month. That's a little demanding, taking care of him and sort of just feeling blah. But the energy does come back after you've taught your body how to fast. Usually I have to fight through my day 5, and then once I get through that, I get this sudden boost of energy and clarity, and I'm just firing on all cylinders. And that's why I'm saying if I get to day 7, yeah, I might add a day or 2, but not a lot more than that, just because I don't want to become catabolic. I don't want to lose muscle mass. I would rather just keep burning nothing but fat and keep my digestion from just completely shutting down. Because if you go too long without food, your digestion, all the bacteria, everything, you're just not ready to process a big meal or a good amount of calories. By eating every week, every 7 days, I can still sort of keep a functioning digestive system where I can actually eat a meal. I did eat a fairly substantial meal after a 12-day fast. It sort of felt like garbage afterwards. It just did not process well. And, I didn't get ketoacidosis or go into some kind of food shock of any kind. I just didn't feel that great. But by the next meal, I was feeling fine. So, but if you go an excessive amount, there's videos out there where the people are doing 40-day water fast. I do not recommend that one bit. If that's something you're going to do, you better have medical supervision. You better have daily testing, measuring, you better have a stellar physical. But there are still people that die from these prolonged water fasts. And typically they're drinking water or smart water or something that has minimal electrolytes. They're not going to give you what you need. Without those electrolytes, you are going to feel like trash. You're going to have no energy. You're going to be dragging around. You're going to get muscle cramps. You're going to get heart palpitations. You just won't feel good. So I highly recommend, if you are going to water fast, that you keep those salts in. That's going to make you feel way better. If you start using the toilet quite frequently, I won't be too crass, but if you sit down in the toilet immediately after having your salts, you probably have too much of the salts. That's a real good way of knowing that you had too much of the salt. I'm feeling all right. I'm a little tired from not sleeping great last night, but that's to be expected. I haven't done a prolonged fast in probably, since the beginning of last year is the last time I did like maybe a 3 or 4 day fast, and that wasn't that extensive. I haven't done a week-long fast in multiple years, so it's going to take my body a little bit of time to readapt and acclimate to doing it again, but I know what to expect. I know how I'm going to feel, and just ride it out, and I'll keep you posted. Got a pretty chill weekend this weekend. My wife is actually doing a 24-hour fast this Saturday, but she doesn't have nearly as much weight to lose in total that I do. I was sort of doing the math on my weight loss, and being at 210 already right now, probably going to see anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds per day dropping off the scale. So doing the math, I'm going to hit 180 well before February 4th. What my plan is that I'll keep going past 180, but I'm not going to go below 175. I want to leave myself some fuel so when I go do my lifting routine that I'm not just completely taxed. So if I hit 175, I'm just going to try to maintain that 175, and I'm probably going to start lifting sooner and maybe do a strength program where I'm building just raw strength. And I'll go over that once I get to it. We'll see where I'm at. If I hit 175 way before the 4th, then we'll switch gears into phase 2. So that's what I'm using as the metric. Scale is my feedback system to know where I'm at, how I'm doing, and if I weigh 175, that is not losing 175, or that's not losing 40 pounds of water weight. That's not losing 40 pounds of muscle. That is a majority of fat. And so we'll see what happens as we go on, and I'll let you know what I eat when I do my refeed. And I'll be preparing the night before as to what I'm going to eat on that day, because I'm going to try to time my refeed around the same window of time that I started this fast, which was at 9 a.m. yesterday, and it's probably about 9:30 now. And so the refeed is scheduled for Thursday, but it'll probably be around like 11 o'clock, so I can get more of a midday feed in. And then when I go to my lifting schedule, my breakfast will be before I lift, which I realize is going to get burned up right away just by my lifting and the post-lift effect. So I'm probably going to end up eating a later lunch the day I lift, and that will be whatever's left over from dinner the night before, plus maybe a protein drink and some tuna. Anyway, I'm going into a whole bunch of stuff for the next phases. Let's just focus on phase 1 right now, but I'll see if I cut some of this stuff out. But either way, my brain's focused, I'm motivated, I'm dedicated to what I'm doing, and I will see you on the next video.